Oh, it's gonna be one of those nights. I can already tell.
I got to put my
Yeah,
tree up.
about to.
I bought a tree last day.
Well, you in the spirit.
Yeah, I'm trying to more than one way.
Yeah.
Oh, we starting that tonight?
Yeah.
Mm, 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 mm.
All right. Well, let's get it.
Let's go.
Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. I am your host, Veronica. Back with you lovely people tonight.
That's extra bells.
God, dog.
Yeah.
That's for her hairstyle. She know I have a preference. She know I have a preference. And I know she changes up because she like to have different looks for different ways and reasons. But I always love that African goddess look, even though she's our queen. But this is the African goddess look with them hoops too.
Thank you, Fatine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A little something, something my cousin threw together. It won't be in long, but thank you.
Oh Lord. You better keep that through Christmas. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
What did Victor say?
Somebody gonna knock it out.
I'm gonna say her word anywho.
Where your cigarette at?
Oh, wait a minute. Is she smoking tonight? Damn, I'm smoking tonight too. What the hell?
Boy.
These ain't wraps. These are mini cigars. These ain't no wraps. I don't wrap nothing.
Well, that's what they bound for.
But that's what they buying for. I smoke these are grape flavored cigarillos.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Tangy Tea of Life is being brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica Wednesday nights, 7 p.m., Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. But we will not have class this Saturday morning, but we will have class tomorrow, 7 p.m. $5 per class. Come out and join us, Big Gary Gym. My brother Victor, damn it, boy White is back with us tonight.
Y'all having a class next Monday?
Huh?
You having a class next Monday?
No class Saturday and no class next Monday for my seniors.
Oh, you must be I know why. Right. And next Tuesday, I thought it was Monday, but it's next Tuesday. I'm at the White House. Right now, I'm in the White House next Tuesday.
Okay. Welcome, Brother 15, all the way from WPLS radio station. #1 once again on the book.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I gave a little extra bell for Victor because Victor, was able to put his x-ray vision on and see through something. And he hit it right on the head, man. I tell you, relationships and women and how people do things. Sometimes you can see right through them. But I appreciate it, Vic.
Hey, man, that's sometimes you need that second pair of eyes, because them eyes over there, they blurry.
Oh, yeah. So you're not gonna give me props?
I get it.
I'm just saying, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
What's going on, good people? Hey, Susie. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Sly. Thank you, Sly, for the stars. We appreciate you each and every week. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And you too can help us out by sending us stars. Just tap on the stars below. Thank you so much. And welcome once again, all of you, to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. And my guys, they have a hot topic for us tonight. And I don't know how this is
Guys, I mean, Victor got the topic.
Oh, well, Victor.
We were discussing a personal topic that was
Yeah.
interesting.
We
Yeah,
said
that was
something personal, but that's
person earlier, but that's cool. But if it comes up, I'm not the personal part, but if the content of that or the subject matter, shoot, we'll jump on in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to talk about relationship expectations. With each sex, everybody expects something different. Me and my coworker had a really in-depth conversation today, and I would like to, kind of ask people, from your perspective, what do you expect out of your partner?
Put your lips on the mic. You sound kind of low. Put your lips
Do I
on the mic. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, when it comes to expectations, what do you expect out of your partner? Like me and my coworker was having a conversation, and what he was saying and what I was saying, like, what we expect, but then we started talking about what we thought a woman expects.
Mm-hmm.
So we can only speculate, what you expect. So I was just kind of curious, because I had this conversation with maybe 2 or 3 groups of people today. One was kind of some women and one was a dude, and it was really interesting to see.
So the question is, what do we expect out of a relationship?
Out of your partner.
Hey, Marvin. Hey, Siobhan. I hope I said her name right. Siobhan. Hey, Patricia. So what do you expect from your partner? Meaning when are you talking about like first date, like when you first meeting someone? Are you talking about?
It ain't that complicated. What are your expectations?
You gotta break it down for us and our viewers, Victor.
What are your expectations from your partner? Not somebody you're dating, your partner.
So
a year, God.
All right, so let me jump in here. Let me
for a year. I'm just trying to make it. I don't want to make it complicated, but you're making it complicated because you're not breaking it down.
Well, let me jump in here, and then if I can add through my comment a little bit more clarity. I'm not going to explain it, but I'm going to try to answer it and see if it brings a little bit more clarity to what you're saying, Veronica, because I think it's kind of open, but it is also kind of spot on in a sense of depending on how you look at it. So I do understand what both of you saying, the way Victor presented and what you're asking. So for me, and I'm gonna say this because and I have to put age on this for a reason, because age is experience. Mm-hmm. And because you are older don't mean your expectations may change. They may or may not change. You may be set in your ways. But for me, I brought up age because my expectations at 20 in a relationship is not the same as in 50 or 60. It's just not the same. And 20 years old, my feet are not wet. So my expectations is honestly drawn off of what I've seen through my parents or through other adults in my relation in my life, in the sense of how they related with people and how I, in a short term, related with women. So my expectations are pretty high. They're pretty high, set by my so-called standards and the standards that I've seen by others that I considered good standards at the end of the day. So my expectations, it can be, I guess, high. I expect for her to carry her load. I can't put a number like 50%, 60%, because I know that goes up and down. As I've gotten older, I realized that my expectations change because once you have children, your children get grown, move out, or they're on their own. And what is your expectations? Your expectations of loyalty, responsibility. It depends. Now, me being a single guy at a stage not in my 20s, 30s, or 40s, my expectations, I don't put as much, I hate to use this word, but I'm not as demanding. So my expectations fall on the spectrum. You still look for honesty. When I use the word honesty, be honest, whatever it may be, just be honest. If you know, honesty, truthful. I can't sit here and say you can't put expectations that somebody love you. You pray that they do love you or whatever. But I think our expectations still on someone is still we expect them to be what we envision them to be in our life. That's the best way I can do it without being specific. Because I can start giving specific things. I don't know if that answers your question or I answered it for me, Victor. I don't know. But Veronica, I don't know if I confused you more or whatever.
So Patricia says her expectations are respect, loyalty, love, and support.
And support. That's good. Exactly.
I think that's. I want to go along with what you said, Fatim, but to me, when you saying honesty, I don't necessarily want my partner to be honest, but I want you to be loyal to the situation. And by me saying that, make me feel good whether it's a lie or not. I don't mind you lying to me. Just don't let me find out it's a lie. Like sometimes people don't understand that. And Veronica, you're going to get mad when I say this. A third person can bring balance to your main relationship. Now, I'm not saying in a sexual manner. I'm not saying that.
But it could be
what
sexual.
I'm saying is sometimes a man would seek validation from another woman to solidify his original relationship.
Correct. That's correct. And it goes both ways, but that's
goes both ways.
Yeah.
Just like how we talked about last week, how y'all can put on your fuck 'em dress, go out there, feel good about yourself, then come home and like, yeah, I'm still the shit, and give your man, whatever. Just like we could put on our cologne, a nice outfit, go out, get compliments, not cheat, and come home. That's validation from an outside source, but we're still staying loyal to our original commitment. So I feel like too much of that is really, really, really dangerous, because that's when the vanity starts setting in and you want it more and more and more. And then you're not realizing that this person here, you start realizing this person here at the house is not giving you as many compliments as these people in the street. So you turn into an Alicia Curry, and that's when you want to do all that stuff right there.
That's a good point.
I'm not saying anything about cheating.
No, but it is. I just want, because I want to hear what Veronica said without interrupting her. So before you go, I just want to say I kind of went through that. And even though I said I didn't cross the line, that validation of lacking something at home that I felt, I was getting, or not lacking, but still getting that validation on the outside, it does blur the lines, and it can cause, even though I was still loyal, it can still blur the lines and cause problems. So that was a great point, Veronica.
Okay, so before I get into the expectations, I want to say something about you all's comments. Well, it's going to be more of a question to you men. Okay, when you say you're liking something at home and you go out and you find whatever it is that you're liking from home, I feel like, and women in the comments, maybe you can agree or you disagree with me, but I feel like when it comes to women, I feel like we, even though we're lacking something at home, I feel like we keep that to ourselves and we don't go out there hunting for someone else to close on what we're lacking at home. Like we can go, a long time without even trying to find someone to give us that closure of what we're missing at home. But it seems like when it comes to you men, you all will be so quick to jump to try to find someone to close that gap of what you're lacking at home. And I just want to know why is that? Why is it that you all can't like take the time to find out what it is that your significant other may be not giving what you're looking for, or why y'all just can't have that conversation to find that missing puzzle that you're missing from your significant other, than to go out there and try to find that from someone else, if that makes sense. Can y'all?
Because I'll say it, just my personal opinion. Either y'all make it weird, or you take offense to what we say.
You always use that word weird.
Weird is just, it's like an uneasy feeling. Y'all make, so if I come to you and I say, listen, I would like for you to do this, or I would like for you to try this. And we're not talking about anything sexual right now, because I think when men talk about lacking, women assume everything we're talking about is sexual, and that's not the case. I'm not saying you, I'm just putting it out there.
Right.
So a lot of times, I can say a lot of times, I'll use me for an example. If I'm not getting something at home and I say whatever it is to get somebody to maybe change, I've been hit with, well, this is how you met me. I was like this before. You knew this was me. And I'm like, but in a sense, that wasn't you, because if it was, I wouldn't have kept pursuing you. You've changed, but did not recognize the fact that you changed. Or I've been hit with, well, where's all this coming from? Like, and it gets pushed back to, I'm looking for something that you either can't give or you're not willing to give. So it's like, at least try, or lie to me and tell me you're willing to try and don't. But that's what I'm saying. Like with men, we're and I don't know anything about women. When y'all come to us with a problem, we are expected to fix it. But when we come to y'all with the problem, you either cut the waterworks on, or you push it back on us that it's our problem that you are acting or doing whatever it is that you're doing.
So for me, this is interesting. So let me start here. So what Victor said, I'm just going to add, well, I'm not taking everything what Victor said. It's something he said at the beginning. I do agree with what Victor said. It's not always sexual, but I'm not going to leave sex out of the conversation. I don't like doing that. We tend to want to take sex and put it outside of relationships, and it's part of relationships. The next thing for me as a man, and I see more men, we're external creatures. We don't talk as much. We may talk a little. We about action. We are boastful people. I don't even want to use the word hunters, but we are aggressors. We wake up like this sometime in the morning. Y'all women suppress. Y'all talk about we can go for so long without. You don't hear men talking about that. Not that men can't. We are not that kind of person. So we want to win that basketball game. You see how me and Victor talk about football? That's us. That's who we are. Stop making us into women, because we're not women. We are external creatures. We have an external organ that gets this. We want to feel satisfaction and self-gratification. It's real.
I thought we wasn't talking about sex here.
I'm not. I told you I'm not
I
excluding
took it off
sex.
the table.
He took it off the. I'm not
But-
taking it off the table
But why
because
does
it's
it
part.
always?
Because it's part of the whole dynamic of who we are. And when we start talking and have these conversations and exclude sex, then we're doing something that is disservice to us as men. See, if you want to understand us and make these statements, then you better accept the whole of us. So that's why I'm saying that I understand what Victor's saying. It's not always sexual, but sexual and who we are as external creatures is part of our makeup. So at the end of the day, we want that self-gratification. We don't suppress that. I've been with women who've been celibate for a long period of time, and then when they let go, the waterfalls is falling over the place. Us men ain't doing that for a long period of time like that. I mean, unless we just can't get none. But we just not that. We're not. That's not our makeup. We don't. I'm telling you. I hate to go. I'm not getting graphic, but I'm gonna be real. We go a long time like that. We'll start dripping. We are not made up to suppress that. I know you look. That's why some women don't understand us, because y'all want to put us in a jar and think because we're human, we're part of the human family, we're the same. We're not the same. So that's why you don't get the same results, because we're not who you want us to be. We are who we are. That's all to it.
So John made an excellent point, and then I seen Tasha comment, and Tasha's comment is exactly why we don't open up. And he says men don't have that open door communication that women claim they give. Everything good, long as she okay. But as soon as the man got an issue and talk, she go into attack mode. And then Tasha said,
That's
not
not true.
trying to be funny, seriously, who hurt you? There are some good ones out there. And that is why, and I love Tasha to death, that is why we don't, I don't say exactly what's on my mind, because if I do, then it's like, oh, I'm hurt, or I'm broke, or I'm egotistical, or I'm a narcissist. And it's like, but this is who I am. So if I'm sitting here expressing myself to you and you start crying, you call your friend, and now it's like, oh, he being mean to me. It's like I'm just being honest.
That's it.
But
But-
why do you feel like all women always calling someone else for advice?
Because y'all do.
Why we just can't talk to you and we have that conversation, and
You
we
tell me
and
why
it-
y'all
and
don't
it-
do that.
and it stays
Yeah.
between us. It stays between you and I. Not all women have the mouth of Gabber, or however you say it. We all don't.
I ain't met one yet.
Yeah, you got to realize that if you're not it, Veronica, if you're not it, and you're not the norm. That's all to it. You're not the norm. Not everyone. We're not gonna sit here and paint every woman with a broad brush, but we do see this, and this is something that I think if you take a step outside or be truthful, you see other women that do this. We see this. It falls into, how do we get to these stereotypes? Because they actually are realities.
So I'm glad you said that, Veronica, because this is what I said by the third person giving you validation. That third person in the relationship, that outside person, is the person you either talk to, run to for whatever it is that you have, to let you know, listen, you tripping, or he or she is right.
Right.
That's the third person that I was referring to.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for you to slip up, and I was gonna hit you with that, because I see Mike. I think it was Mike that said something about, is that cheating? Is that, but that cheating is the third person because you're hiding it. Everybody has somebody they talk to about whatever. Whether you tell this person the truth or not, this person should know you. So when you're sitting here confiding in her, they can be like, listen, ain't no way in the hell you said that. I know you didn't say it just like that, because I know you.
Right.
That's what I mean by that third person. Now, some people use that third person for sexual gratification, and
Correct.
then go on about their business and come home with a smile in their face.
Right. Now, I just want to add to Victor's third person that the third person, a lot of times, and we've heard this before, sexual or not sexual, let's forget to tell that I'll take the sex off the table right now, is that third person usually has a more reasonable mind because they're not emotionally attached to it. So when Veronica says, why don't you and you and your partner have this conversation? You're all right, Veronica, that you should, and maybe it shouldn't go out. But because of the emotions that are tied into that, because it's relating between you and your partner, a third person is not, hopefully not emotionally attached to you two, and give you more, can give you a more clearer advice because they're not emotionally attached. That's why we can't at times give ourselves great advice, because we are emotionally involved in it.
I'll say this. Every woman who I've ever dated has never admitted they was wrong until later. Now, if I see that I'm wrong right then and there, I'll be like, you know what, my bad. I'm that's fucked up. Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah, somehow I don't believe that, but okay.
You can ask them. It ain't that many, but you can ask them. I will apologize if I see the fact, but you can prove a woman wrong right then and there, and they won't. It's like they got to go get a key from their mom or their cousin to unlock the I apologize. And then it's a half-hearted ass apology. I apologize, and then they throw in that favorite word, but.
That turns the motherfucker upside down. Turn it upside down. That word, that conjunction of but is the real problem.
Let's get into some of these comments.
Mm-hmm.
So Siobhan says, treat me the way you want to be treated. Absolutely.
Hell no. No.
Why you wouldn't want to treat someone the way you want to be treated?
Because you're a female. I'm not going to treat you the way I want to be treated. There's things that I'll do for you that I don't want reciprocated back to me.
So you don't want to be treated with respect?
That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, of course. I'll be honest with you to an extent, but I want you to lie to me. It is.
I don't like that lying part. I
right.
mean, I don't like that lying part. I hear what you're saying. Sometimes they don't tell everything, but I just don't like the lie. If you don't like something, don't tell me you like it. I'd rather you keep your mouth shut, but don't tell me, you look good with that outfit on and them pants are high waters. Don't lie to me like that. I don't need my ego stroked that bad. Like you talked about burning that rice, Victor. Don't lie to me like that. Because we're playing with people's feelings now.
Yeah, like I would like for you to be honest with me.
Mm-hmm. So the minute I said I don't want you to treat, don't treat me how I treat you. That means I'm not just gonna come up and cuddle with you. I'm just not going to do that. But in return, I would like for you to do that to me every now and then.
So why you can't cuddle with me?
Because I don't want to.
But you want me to come cuddle with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't get it.
Marvin said me and Vic going to therapy together.
Yes. Yes. Please.
I don't understand.
Please.
Oh gosh.
Book both of y'all appointments, okay? So Raven, hey Raven. Raven says, if you get validation in your relationship, there is no need to get it elsewhere.
I don't think you can ever get full validation in your relationship. I think that's almost impossible. Because if we did, no married person would ever have social media. You would never post your husband. You would never post your pictures. When you go to your wedding, you wouldn't even send out invitations for people to show up and get mad when they don't. We all need validation outside of your relationship.
That's how we go ahead, Veronica.
I mean, I don't think she's going that deep into it, Victor.
I mean, she might not be, but that's how you did me when I said, what are your expectations? You went way into it.
Yeah, because you was bringing the topic to the people. So when you bring the topic, you're going to have to break it down for us to understand what you're saying.
The bros understood.
You think? All right. So Patricia says, we all tell little white lies. For example, we will lie and tell our partner something looks good on them when we know it doesn't. See, if something don't look good on me, please tell me.
Don't give me that crap. I agree with you.
Like, I don't want to be walking with you and you don't like what I have on. Like,
yep. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Now, if I ask you, do my butt look flat, you can lie and say no. I
just say it ain't around as the globe. That's all. What? Shit. It ain't what Columbus thought, but it's not. It's not the globe neither.
Patricia says, Veronica, I don't think men realize that we as women don't cheat because we choose not to. Not because we can't. We choose not to. Not because we can't.
Right. Okay.
We know y'all can. Y'all can cheat quicker than we can.
Matter of fact, y'all do a better job at cheating than we do.
Yeah. We know what y'all look.
That's true. They'll do a much better job at it because y'all are not looking for. A lot of women are not looking for validation, where men, because of our ego, is looking for validation. That's why y'all cheat better, because y'all come home and have our dinner on, and y'all been calling the cows 3 or 4 times somewhere else in the afternoon. But y'all could do a better job at it because our ego, we want to we got that. We want to say something to, yeah, because you don't do so and so. That's why blah blah blah. Because men, our ego, we need I'll be honest with you. And that's a good question, Vic. Who needs more validation? Do men need more validation from their partner, or do women need more validation from their partner? That's a good, because I stopped short. I believe that we all need validation, but I think women need it more. That's my answer.
Validation from who? Their partner?
Their partner.
I would like for my man to tell me things like when I look nice, when I smell nice. We all want, validation from our partner. Well, I'm speaking for the women. Yeah. You guys probably don't care.
Yeah. Well, Veronica, it's interesting. So your man puts on a cologne, right? And you've been in a relationship with him for 5 years, and he always smells good. You always, to the point that it's the norm. You get locked in. So you don't say it as much, right? But it's understood between y'all. But then he goes out to the restaurant and a server said, "Boy, what is that cologne? Every time you come in here, mister, you smell good." That's validation. And it don't mean that it has to go any further, but that's validation. And that's why I always say to Victor, no matter if it's the first day or the 2000th day, we need to always in some way validate our partner, because if we love them, because it makes their day at the end of the day.
Exactly. And everyone wants to feel good once again.
That's called ego stroking. There you go.
So let's see. Marvin says something like, what? You got to say what you're not getting or you won't ever get it. That's to you, Victor.
I mean, not really. Because I feel like when you're at that point, when you start asking for things, I feel like you already know either you've done it and stopped doing it, or it's, I don't want to say it without saying it, but sometimes y'all will start something and won't keep doing it. And we're the same way. Like if you normally cook when I come home every day, and then it tailors off because let's say your schedule changed. Okay, cool. I might pick it up here and there, whatever. But when your schedule goes back and you're no longer, and you still have it going back to cooking it, and it's like, do I really want to ask her to go back to cooking, because it could go either way if I ask her that. Because y'all love to say, I ain't your mama, I ain't your maid, I ain't your slave. Y'all love to tell us what you ain't, but tell me what you are.
You know what?
That's a good one, Veronica.
Sometimes we can scale back because you didn't did something. So we kind of scale back from doing what we've been doing, you know. I'm not even gonna go there, but come on.
No, but he did make a good point. Tell us what you ain't gonna do and why. That's a good point. That's an excellent point. Why? Or because he didn't mention a bad situation. He talked about a schedule changing and then schedule going back. But what she used to do when that schedule was there, she stopped. And if I present that to you, it could either go, I you know what, blah, 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 I need to get back on schedule, or I ain't your maid, I ain't this. So like Victor said, why not tell us what you are willing to do? I sent y'all something today. And it was a minister. I don't know if you saw it. That minister, he was dead on, because he asks all those questions that we don't want to ask. And Victor talks about this, and he asks those questions. What is your expectation? That's it. What is your expectation? What is your bank account? What is your outlook on
asking all those questions? Who's really asking all those questions at the beginning?
I am.
If you are getting in a serious committed relationship over time, present over time. When I use the word over time, not 5 years. You don't get in a serious committed relationship the first day. You may, if you are serious about moving forward as a partner, as a couple, as husband and wife, those are legitimate questions that you need to ask that we don't ask. What is your credit report? What is that? What is your bank account? That is real.
It's not like a whole bombardment of questions, Veronica. This is over time we ask these things.
Yeah.
Because you start to find out what you got to realize a relationship is an investment also. I'm investing into you and you're investing into me. And am I investing into sugar honey iced tea? Am I investing into something that you're going to give 20% while I'm giving 80%? That's not, or vice versa. And that's why I keep saying we get together, we have sex, we have kids, but we're not compatible because we don't deal with the reality of what expectations. That comes right back to Victor's question: what our expectations of our partners are, because we don't know our partners.
So, what expectations? Going back to expectations, what kind of questions are you asking at the beginning? Because if you're waiting 2 years in this situationship or 3 years in this situationship, what questions are you asking from the get-go? Are you going to wait to ask about someone's credit report at 3-4 years? And if their credit is not what you expecting it to be, what are you going to do? You're gonna break it off?
See, at 2 years, I already know what your credit report looks like.
I mean,
because it's how you're moving. I can tell. I mean, these are something. When that guy was asking these questions, he's not putting a time limit on it. Basically, the more serious I get with you, the more you're going to tell me. And I can see through the bullshit a lot of times by y'all lying. You'll sit here and say, oh, I'm a strong, like I saw this meme, oh, I'm a strong, independent woman. I take care of all mine. But your damn tire light on. You ain't got no air in your damn tires. Your tires baller than a motherfucker. Your damn oil light on. You when the last time? I'm looking at the sticker, it's from last year. And it's in December. So, or like I always say this, and y'all swear up and down that I'm lying.
Can you think like the average man for a second? Because right now, you're not the average man. You're not thinking like fatigue.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking like the men that you probably never dealt with, but men do pick up on shit like this. If your smoke detector going off in your damn house and we on the phone, like I say, I know a man ain't been there, because there's no way a man that care about you is gonna let that damn smoke detector battery die. If I really care about you, I'm gonna say, damn, at least buy you a 9-volt battery.
First of all, who's sitting in the house with their smoke detector going?
A lot of women.
I can tell you
a lot of women. I changed. I done changed a few.
Started, I know to change the battery. I mean, come on, what women are y'all dealing with that don't know to change their own batteries? Not that hard.
Veronica, take the blinders off. I'm not sitting here making up anything. I have yet to lie on this show. What I'm telling you is real stuff.
Yeah. Because I said to my cousin when I changed her a battery the other day, I said, and her man passed, he died, so I'm not blaming that there, but I said, you don't hear that battery? I said, you don't hear that smoke alarm beeping? Well, I didn't hear it beep, and then I had to wait for it to beep. What? And then and she had the batteries there, but you know, I said that's why you need a man around the house. We joke about it, but it's understood because she said that her man who passed, she said she didn't have to worry about those things. She didn't have to worry about those things because he took care of that. So Victor is right about that. But if you want to say that Victor is not, what I'm saying is we do start to find out what type of person you are. For instance, when I thought I had a good job, a college degree, I made a decent salary, had my own apartment, I thought I was rolling good, but my credit was crap. My credit was crap. So you at the end of the day, you start to learn about a person, and when you as life goes on, because if we go somewhere and I say, well, I can't pay for that today because my money's a little low, and you don't have a credit card, and you be like, you know, you start to learn about a person, and that's what I'm talking about, investment. Because we're not getting in a relationship, and I say this, I give you all the benefit of the doubt. Y'all are not getting in a relationship to take care of a grown child. And a lot of women say that you want us to be your mother and this, that, and the other. You don't get in a relationship to take care of a grown child. And that goes both ways.
Well, I'll tell you this. My light is on in my car right now. Okay.
See what I mean?
My tire light is on, but that's because the weather keeps switching up. You know, your tire pressure goes down a little when it's cold outside.
But you keeping it on the damn edge. See, that's the problem. A man would inflate them tires just a little more to compensate for that. I'm telling you, if you sit back, and I don't know why men don't do it, but you can sit back and you can watch a woman for about a while and you can be like, she ain't got no dude. And if she do got a dude, they just fucking because he don't care about it. I can sit back and watch. I listen to y'all talk sometimes. I'm like, that dude don't care about you.
Who is y'all?
Y'all women.
General. He's speaking in general, Veronica.
I can sit back and I can listen. Oh, yeah, girl, I went to his house and I did this and I did that. And he did this. I'm like, okay, well, I think that man, either he cares about you or you on a schedule. Because if you telling me you going to the house just on the weekends, well, what about during the week? I'm not going to sit here and give you free game all the time, but I'm sitting here listening. And I'm like, you really don't realize he got you on the schedule.
And maybe we only want it on the weekends.
And some people, I mean, my parents lived their life to a schedule. It was a schedule. It was a schedule. It was their norm. You understand? And you do, sometimes you live your life to the schedule. But the question is, are you happy or satisfied? I never really heard my father, they're both deceased, my parents, really said, hey, you wearing that dress right, or so-and-so. So my mom's came home with a little picture where she taken at a function with another man, and she put it on the dresser. I was like, Mom, take that down, because you know, Daddy, he ain't gonna deal with it. Don't touch that picture, I'll whip your ass. So I know what she was looking for. She needed validation, and she was putting that up there because she was feeling that she was being taken for granted. And I as a child, I knew what she was doing, but I knew the outcome wasn't going to be good because there's going to be an argument. And damn, it became an argument. But then my father had to realize she did that for a reason, because she needed validation. She loves you, and she probably knows you love her, but she needs to hear it at times. And you get so caught up in this system that you've been together 20, 30, and 40 years that you get caught up that you just think that, well, it's understood. I don't have to say it anymore.
Let me see what John talking about over here, because I see he got my name in the comment. Let me see what he throwing my way. Veronica, you are ins and out about a lot of real life situations we men tell you about. Vic and Fatine are very correct. Prime example, the night of the meet and greet, I peeped you packing your equipment. I asked you, were you okay? Point is, a good dude would at least offer to assist you. First of all, I'm not in denial. And I know a good dude when I see a good dude. Okay. Yes, John, you did offer to help. I mean, I'm not in denial about anything. I know what Fatine and Victor are saying, and sometimes they are definitely over the damn top. They are, especially Victor, because not all average men think like Victor half the time.
No, you think they don't. I just say what some think. You think
Even
they don't.
Fatine don't even think like you half the time. So
But
I mean, you do go over the top a lot. You do. But yeah, John, I mean, I know a good dude when I see a good dude, as you say. I peeped it. I may act like I'm in denial sometimes on this show, but trust me, I know. Okay? But thank you, John. What?
No, you spotlight on you, girl.
Whatever, John. Go sit down somewhere now. Now I didn't give you what I didn't say what I said. I said what I said. What that was on? I said what I said. Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right. So let's see what else is going on.
Is agreeing with us tonight. You see Davia right?
Yes.
Robin says, I agree with the men tonight. All right.
You know what's another telltale sign that a man ain't been in y'all house? When we go up in there.
That's right, Patricia. Nene.
And you got a picture in there, that shit crooked. And I'm sitting to looking at that shit like.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Hey, you all in the hair salon fixing people's pictures on the wall because you feel like that's something that you need to do as a man.
That was
I didn't forget about that day.
That's my friend. I rearranged her shit because it was crooked.
Okay.
If you got nice stuff, she has a reputable business. Her stuff should look professional at all times. Crooked is not professional. It's not. If somebody came and hung pictures in your house that you worked hard and you paid for, do you want your blinds up crooked? Do you want your furniture half cocked and all that shit? Hell no. So when your client's sitting there and they looking up and they paying all this money for this, that, and the other, and they look up and your shit half cocked like that, you were like, I don't know if I want to come back. So I made sure all her shit was straight.
Tim, you think so?
I have to go with, I'm not going to say the percentage, but Vic does. I think Vic sometimes is over the top, but also what Vic does, his point of view is very interesting. Sometimes he has a different point of view, but he does say things that a lot of men think but won't say for whatever the reason may be. Not they some may be fearful, some don't want to deal with the nagging or whatever. And that's another thing, in a relationship. And I just had to tell somebody the other day, you talk too much. You run your mouth too much. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I don't want to hear this all the time. I mean, I'm not in a relationship, but a friend or no, I don't care. I don't need to be, after and this. Why you just talk all the damn time? God, you can't be quiet.
What? You tell
I said that. I said that.
You talk a lot, though.
I talk a lot, but in a relationship, I don't run my mouth everywhere we go. No. Just talking. So I said it. I wasn't going to hold it. What the hell? You talk. It's like, wait a minute. I just came out. I try to be nice, but I was like, you just talk all the damn time.
Some people feel like they have to fill the silence with noise. And that's.
Yeah. Let's let it be peaceful sometimes. Just running your mouth. Shit. I got mad. I got mad, bro. I was like, yo, you don't shut up. Shit. Talk at the restaurant. Talk at this. Oh, damn.
Listen, y'all don't let Victor fool y'all, because Victor don't talk like this in person. So don't even. John says, you know how to tell she ain't got no man when the case of water been riding around in her car for a month.
Hey, listen, both. Man,
he said both.
Hey, John, let me tell you something, John. I ain't gonna put no lip, boy. John, I swear to you, man, me and John got to hang out. Boy, there's some stories I can tell John.
No,
But the
I don't
same
want to be
way.
around.
But the same way John is saying that, a woman can walk in a man's house and say, he ain't got a woman. Because of certain things. Like I had company the other day and I was like, you coming into a bachelor's pad. But when they walked in, they expected this, that. Even my cousin says that she expected, like, I'm a Dallas fan or I'm a baseball fan, expect that. But no, my house is laid out, it's clean, it's this, that, and the other. So they assume, but that's right, because I've always said and still would say, if I show you around my apartment, it is lacking a woman's touch. I will say that, but it's not totally a bachelor pad to the point where there is no organization, because I don't like clutter and don't like and things that are not organized. You had put Natasha's comment up there, and I kind of spoke before you read it, so I don't know if you want to put it back, Veronica.
I don't. Which one was it?
You had put it up there, and then I was speaking, so I thought you was gonna leave it up there till I finish. Yeah.
Men always saying what they ain't going to pay or do. I don't know if Tasha's commenting behind someone's comment or not. I don't know if there's a comment thread out there. I can't see it.
I think she was commenting about when I said, "Tell me what you will do." Or what you are, not what you ain't gonna do. I think, because that comment was kind of way up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's up. Yeah, it's kind of up there.
So, speaking of this bill thing, let me tell you. Let me explain something to you. I presented this to this little group chat I'm in with some people, and check this out. If a man gets a woman and he brings her into his home, his dwelling or whatever, and he's financially good enough that she doesn't have to pay any bills. She can get her hair done, she can get her nails done, she can do whatever it is that she needs to do. He's not asking her to contribute, right? All right. How do you feel about that?
Been there, done that.
I ask you, how do you feel about that?
I mean, you can do all that, but if you're not, you can be a great provider, but suck at being what's the word? Suck at being a husband or a boyfriend, but you're a great provider. You got to be more than a provider.
I'm asking you, how do you feel about that situation? How do you feel that the man is paying all the bills and she is over here, let's say she has a job and she's just doing her own thing and he's just paying all the bills? How do you feel?
I just said, you got to be more than a provider. What do you mean? How do I feel that she's just what?
Yeah, how do you feel about that situation? You're trying to spin it into something else that is not. How do you feel that this man is over here paying all the bills and she's over here living in the house and ain't paying none?
That's his choice if he want to pay all the bills.
Okay. So let's flip it the other way. She's paying all the bills and he's not.
Ooh. That's her problem if she want to pay all the bills.
Now you're lying. Now you're lying.
Veronica's not.
Boy, I wish I could mute your damn mic right now.
Let me get my lighter. Let me get my thing out of this. Start the smoke, because
you asked me that. I'm telling you how I feel. If she wants to pay all the bills, then that's her. But I know who ain't getting ready to pay all the bills. That would be Veronica. But it goes back to we can't sit around and, I mean, we can, but we shouldn't sit around and judge folks on how they, how they live their relationship, how they live their lives together. We shouldn't judge that. If
So
that's making them happy, if that's making her happy to pay all those bills, if that's making him happy to pay all those bills, then hey.
So let's go back, Veronica. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Thank
Good.
you.
Good point. Good
Come
point.
on.
Good point. That goes back to Victor's expectations. You just said, guess who ain't paying all the bills? So you expect something from your man, just like a man is going to expect something from you. If you ain't going to pay all the bills, because you know I ain't paying all the bills, and he expects you to cook more than he cooks, then that goes back to what Victor is saying. What is your expectations of your partner in a relationship? You hit it right on the head. I'm not paying all the bills. So your expectation is you're not paying all the bills. He's going to pay majority or a certain portion of the bills because blah, blah, blah. But you also assuming that because he's the man, he's making more money than you. It may not, where he is not making more money than you. He may not be bringing that to the table. You may be making more money at the end of the day.
But still, he still have to pay something.
Why?
Because why should I be the only one paying bills in the house? That makes no sense.
But it was okay when he was.
That's right.
That was his choice.
Okay, it's his choice not to pay
because the way you presented it, you said he was paying all the bills, but she's also working and making her own money.
Mm-hmm.
That's him if he don't ask her to help out with anything.
Okay, so then I flipped it and said, now she's paying all the bills and he gets to keep the money. Oh, I ain't doing that.
I said, but that's her choice.
And you put yourself in that situation.
If she wants to pay all the bills, then kudos to her. But Veronica, I repeat, Veronica is not getting her to pay all the bills while a man is in the house with me. I'm sorry, but no.
But even if your salary is 2 to 1, even if your salary is 2 to 1, you making, so, I mean, what is this whole thing if y'all are moving like a couple that you got it financially to pay all the bills? Why do you have to put that on him per se, that you got to pay something? What is that? What is that? Is that some manhood thing that a man got to do that?
I'm not trying to make him feel less than a man by paying all the bills. Why would
you won't make me feel less than a man?
He want to feel like a man, of course.
No, see, that's the shit that I'm talking about right there. A woman is so fucking greedy that sit down, they will sit back and let us struggle.
How is that greedy though? You the one bit the damn apple. I didn't tell you to bite in the apple.
But you got 100. You making 150,000. He's making 50,000. I don't see him why he got to pay a bill. If he does, he brings other things to the table. Why does he have to pay a bill?
What is he bringing to the table?
What else?
No, I mean he's being an honest husband. He cooks, he cleans. He takes you where you want to go. He's attentive. He does things that need to be done. A relationship is not just because one person got to pay bills or a certain. If you're making 2 to 3 the times he's making, why does he have to pay a bill? That's not because that's because y'all stereotype us that men have to pay bills.
A man,
just like women, we stereotype women have to cook.
A man should want to pay a bill.
I'm not gonna pay no damn bill if you making. I'm not gonna pay no bill if you bringing in 3 times more money than I am.
We shouldn't have to tell you or ask you to pay a bill. A man should want to pay a bill. That should be in your blood. That should be in your blood.
So that we born to pay bill. So that's the BS right there. I hate to say it. That's the BS. That's the BS. That's the BS because.
And let's go to Mr. Sammy comment since I see this just now. I would never let a woman pay all the bills. Why would you want to?
That's not what we're saying. We are saying if you are making, and we're giving you a specific situation, if you're making 3 times the salary of him and you can carry this, why do I have to come out and pay a bill? I can pay my bills. I'm not asking you to pay my credit card bill or this, that, and the other. But if you got light and a light bill, which is tied up with the gas and all that, and the rent, what's the purpose?
Listen,
we're not making no excuses. Y'all women are damn greedy. Y'all want us to spend all our money on y'all, and y'all spend all y'all money on y'all. That's exactly what it is.
Now that is not true, because I ain't even gonna tell my business. Anyway, Alicia says every woman ain't out here letting their man struggle, and that is the truth. If so, she cares nothing for him. Exactly.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what a woman to do. We could be drowning, and y'all will bring us right just enough to breathe. But you still got this nest egg over here. But y'all will bring our ass just enough to breathe. You won't pull us all the way out the water. Just like that movie Titanic that y'all love, both of them could have survived. But her greedy ass didn't want to let him on that damn on that little floating little plank or whatever. Y'all tripping. Y'all want it all, but ain't willing to give a damn thing. Come on, man.
I agree with Alicia. And just looking at Alicia's comments consistently through here, I do agree with you, Alicia, that there are some women that will not, and they will flip it. I've seen women who have made more money, brought more money to the table, and didn't put on a man that he had to pay a bill, but he was able to still balance and bring whatever needed to be to the table. But we talked about this before on this show. That incompatibility right there of the salary is going to eventually cause a problem. It's going to cause a problem. And I keep telling y'all say money don't matter. You let a woman make 3 times the salary of a woman, of a man, that relationship is going to be a problem, because then what Veronica said, a man should want to pay a bill. So let's take it a little further. A man is going to want to feel like a man. And if he cannot contribute financially like she, then there's going to be problems in that, unless he's a mouse. That's all to it.
Isn't that what I said?
But that relationship is not going to work. That's the problem. That relationship is not going to work because he's not going to feel like a man, because he can't do what she does financially. So if he wants to pay a bill, but he can't pay a bill, because it doesn't make sense for him to struggle if you got it. Why would you let your man struggle, Veronica, if you got it? It doesn't make sense.
I'm not saying that I'm going to let my man struggle. I don't care if it's the darn water bill. Can you pay one bill? I'm not going to sit here and pay every single bill in the house, and you're working too.
So what? You got it.
You got it.
I don't care if I got it or not. I'm going to make him feel like a man. He's going to pay a bill.
He don't want it. I feel like a man by not paying a bill. See, that's the thing. Y'all don't want it. I'm telling you, I feel like a man, baby, by keeping my entire check. No, you don't. No, you don't. You feel like a man if you pay something. No, I don't. I want to.
So we go back into the stereotypes. If you want a man to take care of the household, then a woman got to carry her duties and take care of the household. I don't want to hear you don't want to cook. I don't want to hear that you don't want to do the laundry, because I got to take care. I got to do this. I'm stuck in this lane, and your ass is stuck in that lane. So that's where all this here problems come.
Since you keep putting up these comments to support you, put Tasha comment up there.
Yeah, I saw Tasha comment. I'll read it.
I'm going down the list. I'm not putting up comments that support me. I'm trying to go down the list, but y'all keep talking. So Jason says, if a female paying all or most of the bills, she will never respect you. If a man pays all the bills, he's expected to still respect his woman to the full.
And that's a good comment. And that's why I said that relationship is not going to work but y'all want to say at times, it doesn't matter how much the woman makes. It's about the compatibility and that bullshit. I hate to even curse on here, but bullshit. It's not going to work. It's not.
Liz says, my husband pays the outside bills and I take care of everything inside of the home. This has worked for 20 years. It goes back to what I said. Whatever works for that household, whatever works for those two people, let it work for them.
Oh, yeah.
If that woman want to pay all the bills, if that works for them, then hey, kudos to them. What comment are you talking about, Tasha?
Natasha talks about money matters, something like that.
Did I see this one? Hold it down, Veronica. Hold it for the lady. Hold it down for the lady.
No.
I don't care.
If I'm a doctor.
If I'm a doctor and my husband is a supervisor at Walmart, I'm definitely paying the mortgage, cars, insurance, and he paying utility. He paying utility. I said a bill. A bill. He's saying he paying the utilities.
If if a doctor slip up and let Vic White slide up in there, I ain't paying a damn thing.
Yeah.
See what I'm
Natasha
saying?
also says, I keep telling people money matters. Money matters. And I'm telling you
You have to
that
have money to pay these bills.
yeah,
Of
money
course,
matters. But if
money
you
matters.
making, if you a doctor and I'm a thing at Walmart, then you know you may be paying majority bills. I may handle something else or whatever. But again, if we're doing this together, and if I'm making 3 times, you don't expect to pay nothing. You don't expect to pay a bill. But if I came out and say I'm making 3 times your salary, but you're going to pay something, you're going to bitch and moan. Women are going to bitch and moan. So if it's flipped, that's why I keep saying that relationships for men and women are not equal. If the shoe turns, if it
No,
flips,
it's not equal.
it's not equal. And if it flips, so this expectations. I had to say, Vic came up with a good conversation.
But you know what y'all say? When we ask what y'all bring to a relationship, all women will say the same thing. I bring.
Don't say it.
Huh?
Don't say it. Go. You better not say what I think you get ready to say. Go ahead.
All women will say they bring the same thing. I bring stability. I bring love. I bring respect. I bring loyalty. Motherfucker, I can't eat none of that.
That's okay. We bring it.
But I can get loyalty from a dog. I can get loyalty from this damn bottle of lotion right here. I don't need all that shit. I need something intangible that I don't know that I need, that you see that I need and give it to me. But y'all so caught up in materialistic shit that the old school woman saw that, okay, her husband, whatever, Cletus over here, Cletus needs a good woman to do this and do that for him. For the most part, we don't know what we need. But a good woman will see exactly how she fits in. Because if I ask you what you bring to the relationship and you telling me all this shit that I can do for myself, then what I need you for?
Because you need me to help you.
Help me
bring
do what?
It to the table.
Help me do what?
Bring it to the table. Whatever you're trying to bring to the table.
It's my table. It's my table. And
I want to help you feel it.
I don't need my table full if it's just me. And that's
but it's me now. It's me too.
But I don't need you. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I need you.
Exactly. Thank you. God damn it, fatigue. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I can't stand you. So, Carol, where did I put her comment? She just had it was up some. Now I can't find. Okay. Carol says, she says everyone should contribute financially. It just make you feel worthy in the relationship.
So understand this. I will give you everything that I have if you give me what I need.
What you need?
I just said we don't know. See, and I think this is where women lose your value. As a man, and I guess I'm middle-aged. As a middle-aged man, I don't need you for anything because I can do a lot of this shit myself. But there are some things that I need that I don't know I need that you can offer.
So with what you're saying, Victor, and I do understand, but I'm looking at this. So need and wants are 2 different things, and we all know that. And I look at, like I said, when being in a relationship and looking at your needs and wants there, it was more fulfilling. It just was more fulfilling. But being single, I still can take care of majority the necessities that need to be taken care of at the end of the day. The question is, if I hate to get religious here, but we talk about a helpmate and whatever. It's just, to me, when you're operating on both cylinders in a relationship, It's more fulfilling. It's more fulfilling if it's working. If it's working, compatibility, your things are doing, it's more fulfilling. And it just seems that you're doing it as a unit and you're not doing it by yourself. That don't mean that you can't, as you said, take care of your needs by yourself, Victor, because I agree with you. But I look at both, and I've told both of y'all this, and I say to our audience, I look at the best of a relationship and best of being single. I would take the best of a relationship because it's more fulfilling to me.
Yep. And just like Brittany says,
weak ass man. Brittany, elaborate on that. What do you mean, weak ass men? Weak ass. What is? And you know, and a lot of women, I have to agree with. But that's again, Brittany. I don't know exactly what you mean, but I can agree with some women that there are some weak ass men out here. The problem I have is this is my problem. Why do y'all women continue to deal and pick weak ass men?
So understand something. That's funny. When I hear somebody say something like that, maybe you too strong.
And what does that mean?
Maybe they too strong. I mean, sometimes a woman needs to turn it down. Y'all become so hard that a man is like, I'm not even gonna fucking deal with this shit because it's no point. Y'all have so many balls and barriers and all this shit up. Why would I waste my time for a mate when I have to fight through all this and chisel all this shit down just to maybe get to know you?
Oh, I'm sorry? You asking me a question?
No, just made a point. That's it.
Here you go. Most women ain't going to even be with a man if she make 2 or 3 times his income, but a man will be with a woman if he double her salary.
True.
Yeah, I had to leave, cuz.
True. And the reason why is because it's expected expectations. The man, it's all right for the man to make double because he's the stronger one. You know, the woman, you understand? So he's the leader and this, that, and the other.
Just
so
like I say, it's in our blood to cheat. Oh, it's in our blood. So let that be your blood.
I never said it's in our blood to cheat. I didn't say
your blood to the pay.
No, we ain't say it was in our blood to cheat. We talk about it's in our blood to be aggressive, to be hunters. We never said it was in our blood to cheat. That's how you guys see how you want to flip stuff because we are who we are. We are men, and y'all women ain't going. Y'all ain't gonna water down and make us into women. Sorry, unless the men want to be women and that's their choice. That's another conversation, another show. But us men that are men, y'all ain't gonna water down and make us something that we ain't, because we ain't what y'all want us to be sometimes. Ain't gonna be it. Olive oil. Well, I don't even go there. Forget that. I ain't gonna say it.
Maybe if y'all was strong enough, we wouldn't have to be so strong.
That's why I said with the Brittany's comment, I agree that some women, I do agree with that. But the question is, why do y'all continue to stay with that weak ass man? If y'all got to be all that strong and do all this head movement, then why do you pick? And then if you say, well, I didn't know in the beginning, then why do you stay with this weak ass man?
Let's be very clear, okay? As I puff. It's not that we pick weak men. It's y'all turn weak once we get with you.
Then why do you stay with them and try to change them when you know that they
because I'm already weak. 5 years in.
Hey, so what that mean?
It took you 5 years? God.
Jesus.
Woo! Now who weak?
Who weak? Who's the puppet and who's the puppeteer? So the weak man is controlling your ass, the strong one now. Ain't that something?
I just threw 5 out there. It
no,
don't
you
take us that long.
No,
it don't take us that long.
I got 5 on it. You want me to put the song on? I got 5 on it. Okay. But to see, the point is, who's controlling now? Why stay with that weak ass man? Because you know why? Optics don't look good. I done married this man. We done spent all this money for this wedding, and hell with all that. That's why a lot of people Don't spend all that money for a wedding. So some men say, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Because I'm not spending all that money for your ass. Then you want to take me to child support and all that.
You better believe it, Tim. I'm all over y'all tonight.
No, y'all ain't. No, you ain't. You just talking. You talking. You talking. You talking loud and saying that. Nah, Veronica.
Yes, Tasha, I'm ready tonight.
Got them cornrows. We already complimented her on that. And she know I love them cornrows.
Actually, it's I got it back in the ponytail. But let me see what Alicia is saying. But are men really out here trying to get to know the woman, or just trying to get between her legs? And once he's done that, he is going to stay if it's great and still be a dog, or leave because she ain't really putting out. Men these days just want sex or more than one woman, especially if he is established.
So, Alicia, you mixed a lot in there, and when you mix a lot of truth, and you could take everything you said and make it truthful, and then you can go in there and make some of that not so truthful. So, you said a mouthful. Some men are like that, so I'm not gonna sit here and totally disagree with it. But not every man is like that. If she is a desirable woman, but a woman that brings a lot to the table, even in the bedroom, she may be a keeper. She may be a keeper. Again, we attract a lot of men because of our nature. We are attracted, and a lot of us don't run from sex. We want to have sex with people or women. You don't understand what I'm saying? You just need to know what it is. Because at the end of the day, it's you that open your legs. You control them. You have the power. Remember, you have the power.
I think y'all women has got the game fucked up now. Because I really feel like y'all don't know what it's all about. At the end of the day, everybody wants to bust a nut and go to sleep. I really think y'all really have turned sex into a weapon. All right? Understand, what do you want out of a man? If you're telling me, oh, I want a good, hardworking man, that sounds like you want a slave. Basically, what you want is you want a hardworking man. You want him to pay this and pay that, and you show your gratitude with your body. And so after I do all this and do all that, at the end of the day, if we ain't screwing, then what am I doing it for? At the end of the day, that's exactly what it comes down to. It's sex. That's what it is.
That's why you don't take it out of the conversation.
That's why women go out with these dresses on. Oh, I'm gonna find me a good man. To do what? To have sex with.
No, to try to build. To try to build something with.
Build and do what? That? Have sex.
Why do we have to?
You missing what I'm saying? Y'all try to weaponize and turn sex into something so taboo. When if it wasn't sex, none of us would be here.
That's right.
At the end of the day, you want to build, but in order to build, we got to have sex. So you mean to tell me you're gonna build with a man that you're not sexually satisfied with?
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
So but basically, what we're saying is, or what I'm saying is stop with the fucking sex talk. That makes no sense. That's why I always say take sex off the table.
And I say don't take it off the table because they weaponize it. They weaponize it. So by weaponizing it, you cannot take it off the table.
You think that all this shit that I do for you nice and I'm coming over sending you flowers and all this. Yes, I'm doing this because I care about you, but I still want to fuck. I don't think y'all really get that. Y'all think that I'm doing all this nice shit just to do it? No. At the end of the day, I'm doing all this nice shit so we can keep screwing.
Ladies, y'all hear this?
It's the truth. So you mean to tell me you think that man that opened the door for you and giving you all these compliments and tell you good morning in the morning and all this shit, what you think this man really want to do? Just put a smile on your face and be content? Hell no. He wants you either on top of him or under him. Y'all got the... I'm done.
And Victor is saying, and you know what you do, some women take it to the extreme, but look at it for what it really is. It's that, look at it at the end of the day, it's not, Veronica, that we don't want compatibility and this, that, and other, but even within that, that's why I say we cannot have these kind of conversations without talking about sex. That's why I do not allow it to be taken off the table, because it's part of the makeup of what the whole relating thing. Relationship is relating, and it's intimacy. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. See, y'all start blowing and stuff when we bring that up. But when we tell you this and you understand it, and again, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all want answers, and then when we give it to you, just like when y'all give us answers and they're truthful, and we say okay, but when we give it to you, y'all start blowing.
Because we don't want to think that a man is just after us for sex.
What's the ultimate goal?
You missed the whole point. Yeah. You missed the entire point.
You're right. Because half the time I tune y'all out, but go ahead.
Wait a minute. And that's the problem. That is the problem right there. You hear the word sex and you automatically think that's all we fucking want.
We want a relationship, but at the end of the day, sex is included. It's entailed in this.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, I be listening to y'all, but I be trying to get in the comments. I be trying to listen at y'all. This is a tough job I have, okay? But I know what you guys are saying.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh, here he go.
There you go. See how the comments gotta go. Oh, hey, what'd he say? Ladies, not saying it's all about sex, but being honest. Your pussy is a great part of rather we stay with you to build.
Okay.
Women don't like being objectified, but you want to be objectified by your man. You miss, like, everything that you don't like a stranger to do, you want your man to do. You sitting here telling me you want your man to grab you in between your ass while you standing at the sink every now and then. You want to grab your man in his butt, just playful touching and all this other shit. That's sex. That is showing me our gratification. If it turns into something, it turns into something. You want everything that you say that you don't like about sex, you want your man to do to you. And that's building. But once you take that shit off the table, what the fuck am I here for?
To love me.
No, I don't.
And then when we go outside, then we're wrong.
No.
Got it.
You like I said, you missed it.
Right over your head.
You find a good woman.
Just like a drone.
A woman, she decent, she pretty, she smell nice, she do all this stuff over here. And then y'all have sex. And then so you find out to keep her happy, she's going to do this, 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 and this. So we do things to keep you happy, to have sex. We go on dates, we take you out, we make you feel validated, we give you compliments, we give you this, we give you that, we do this and we do that. We give you 75% of our paychecks. And then what? We want some ass. It's that simple.
Jason, only females that a man will take full care of and go all out for financially without sleeping with is our child. Is not the only reason we are good to you. It most definitely will scale back if we're not doing anything, though. Only females that a man will take full care of and go all the way for financially without sleeping with is our child.
Thank you. What he's saying is, he's basically saying that a man is going to stay around if you paying all the bills. But if I care about you and you take sex off the table, I mean, I'm just go hunting somewhere else.
Yeah. And let me say this because I don't want this to backfire. Is that sometime in a relationship, like Veronica says, that the relationship is not just based on sex. So Veronica, let me come back to that. Victor is talking about that final goal, that not that final goal, but again, the sex is there. But yeah, sometimes a relationship is not just, the foundations is not just based on sex. It's a stronger bond. Let's go with you, Veronica, on that. It's a stronger bond, because I've known a couple men that have taken sex out of the equation, not because they wanted to, it's because they got tired of complaining about certain things. It wasn't this or that, but they still had a strong enough bond that, you know what, I don't need the intimacy so much with the person because I still love the person, what they bring to the table.
And
That
because
happened. Huh?
yeah.
Good. Yeah. So it can happen. I do know it's I use myself. It still becomes a problem for the woman. It still is going to become a problem for the woman. If you are not putting out, then it's going to eventually, because she's going to want to scratch that itch. She's going to want to itch that scratch she has. So it does become a problem at the end of the day. But if you both come to that medium, that this is how we're rolling, and you'll agree to it, then fine. But that's, I hate to say, relationships is just, especially in when you're younger and you horny as a mother, when people weaponize sex, it's not good in a relationship.
It's no longer a relationship.
No.
It's no longer a relationship when you weaponize sex.
No.
Why do men cheat? Why do men cheat over the age of 40?
You said what?
Why do men cheat over the age of 40? Shouldn't y'all be settling down?
That ain't what we're talking about.
Well, that's what I'm turning it to.
Okay. You want to answer, Victor, or you want me to answer?
I don't cheat. I can't answer that question.
All right. So, Veronica, you asked, why do men cheat over 40? It could be greed. It could be missing something at home. So the greed part is that they want the cake and eat it too, or they are lacking something that they're missing at home. I mean, honestly, we could start, but to me, it's one of the two. Either you're greedy and you here's the opportunity and that's what you want, or there's something that's missing at home and I want to scratch that itch. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's another great question. Why men don't settle over the age of 40?
Why men don't settle? Oh, because I think the reason why men don't settle over the age of 40 because they have a better understanding of what they want. So they ain't gonna settle because they know more through experience, through their past relationships, that I'm not just gonna settle because now I know more exactly what I want and I'm not gonna deal with the bullshit. John, that's my word tonight.
Yeah.
For team in his bag. That's what they say, for team in his bag tonight.
Well,
Veronica just.
Excuse me?
I love Veronica. She bring that black woman talk and movement. I love it.
She's just being hostile tonight. But I got something for you.
It's the braids.
Yeah, too tight.
Look at her. She's bopping her head. No.
This ain't Veronica. This is Ronnie tonight.
The alter ego, the cuteness.
I sure wish I'd have known that because I'd have toned it down a long time ago.
So Carol says Victor just said at the end of the day he wants it. While Victor you just confirmed it. Men want sex. Women know this. It's the reason women dress the way they do.
I don't think we need to be a rocket scientist for this. Carol, you hit it right on the head. That's it. We know what this is about. It's just that people want to play games with this crap. That's the problem. That's it. Women, that's what she summed it up. You know what we want, and you know you got what we want.
And some of y'all want it and shouldn't be wanting it because you got it at home, but you want it.
You said what?
Shot.
You said what? You said what? Some of us be wanting it, but what?
They shouldn't be wanting it because they got someone at home. I
Yes.
tell you,
See,
I would.
I ain't
No,
fooling up with her tonight, man. I swear I ain't fooling up with her.
I don't want to get her.
I'm not.
I don't want to get her hot tonight because she know I can say it, but I don't know if any man on here would be admitted. But if you ever dealt honestly, openly with two women, not just say in a not a committed relationship, but dealt with two women that you were dating and was honest, I tell you, it's a sense of freedom because it feels so good that I ain't gotta lie. And that if you got genuine feelings for both of these women and it's out there, it's so liberated. It's when you start to play games with it and hiding and baby, I ain't doing that. It's so much tension because you can't be free with it. I'm telling you, when you can be free with it and it works, if it works, I'm telling you, it's such a great feeling. That's all to it. You can get mad. It's a damn great feeling. If you're not committed to either one, you're not in a committed relationship, but you're dating two different women. You see this one, you see that one, and you're being honest about it. It takes a lot of pressure off the table. I ain't got to lie. And then you never got to call me a liar because I told you this. You accept it, then you accept it. If you don't, you don't. But the bottom line is I don't have to walk around here feel like I got to build a house a house on a cart of lies because I'm not lying.
So we're going to that conversation that you and Victor and myself had.
I'm just telling you that I'm just telling you that if any man has done this, I've known women can't do this. Let me just say this here. Well, women can do this. I'm sorry, sisters. Some women may not admit that, or maybe there's no woman in this. I've known women that have dealt with two men and been straightforward about it. And they put their foot down. I ain't committing to you. I see this one and I see that one. If you don't want to be here, fine. It's cool. No problem. No problem. Thanks. See, that's what I'm saying. No freaking problem. Y'all think it's just us men. There's some women that is just like that too.
So I'm gonna tell you this, bro. To be honest with you, to be totally honest with you, I think it's more women that do it than men. And the reason I say that is because a woman will always keep one in the chamber. There's always that break in case of emergency dude that is always hanging around. I ain't saying that she talked to him every day or every week, but y'all all got one dude or two that you can call right now, and he'll come over there at the damn drop of a dime, whether he's married, whether he's single, whatever his status is.
That's correct. That's true.
You know what? That is very true. Mm-hmm. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 people that we can call right now and say, hey. Yeah. But we women, the faithful ones, the ones that know what they want, we're not going to make those phone calls because we know what we want. But yes, we do have that opportunity. We sure do.
Glad you admitted it. But when you say the faithful ones, you're only as faithful as what people see. Understand that. Because if I don't see you cheating and nobody sees you cheating, then you ain't cheating. You're not a criminal until you get caught. Understand that.
Tim, thank you. Damn, he said not 5. Veronica liked that 5 number tonight. She liked that number 5.
I'm just saying. Y'all listen.
You're right.
Women are not the only ones that people are in y'all inboxes. That people.
Oh no, they stay in y'all's. Men wake up in the morning to jump in inboxes. Yeah. And I hope they ain't jumping in. They're not jumping in dudes' inboxes. They're jumping in y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all get 2 to 3 a day from randoms.
I'm just saying, don't think y'all the only ones that people are, I'm not going to say chasing after, but that someone else don't want. Okay? That's all I'm thinking. That's all I'm saying. But
I'll tell you this. I don't think there's women chasing men. When I say that, I know it happens. But to me, it's more the other way. You might make yourself available, or you might spark the interest, but we're chasing you. I'll just say that. I ain't saying it don't happen. But once we realize that you're available or you show interest, we'll play lion and gazelle for a little while. Yeah. But you better let me catch you eventually, because just like the lion, I'm tired. I ain't running but so far.
Yeah. And then some men are not greedy. Some men are not greedy. You know, they get in their share. I'm just talking about single men. They're not trying to sleep with every woman. And, you know, I learned that in my 20s, that you know, every woman you're attracted to, you can't sleep with. You can't. You may pursue whatever. And when you accept that, then, you know, you start to look at women a little differently too. And this, you know, when you can be friends with a woman, there's numerous women that I'm friends with, I've never slept with. And then you put the question, there's some women that have said, well, if I give you the opportunity, I look at you as my little sister, or I look at you as, I don't look at you that way. Not that you're not attractive, but I put things in the proper perspective. And especially you ain't, you know, dried up, you know, and you got numbers to call. You don't have to disrespect women, because at the end of the day, you treat all women with respect, and you got women that you're intimate with, and you got women that you're friends with, and that's how it moves.
So that's it. I think y'all don't realize, for every man y'all sleep with, your value goes down, and for every woman we sleep with, our value goes up. Yeah, it goes up. And regardless of how many men you're pursuing, you let the right man get it and say something about it, that your number in your inboxes will go down. Ain't no man really want that. And for women to broadcast, and I'm not saying you are, and I know, and because we ain't stupid. We know an attractive woman, yes, they coming, and it's expected. But to broadcast that's a turn off like a motherfucker. Yeah. Ain't nobody want to hear that. I don't want to know that there's 10 or 15 guys inboxing my woman every day. I know it probably happens, but I don't want to know that.
No. Yeah. I don't think anyone wants to know that. I wouldn't want to know that people inboxing my man. But then again,
I want to ask a question to Victor and you, Veronica. Natasha says, and she says, men like hoochie mamas anyway, laugh out loud. And Natasha, I know you said laugh out loud like it's funny, but I'm taking that serious because I watched the movie, and the name of the movie was Kama Sutra. And it was you saw the movie Kama Sutra. It's about this man, the king, just getting married. They had a woman, a pure woman for him. She was this and that, but there was the other one that can sex, and she had the charisma, and he was smitten by her. So even though he married this one, he was smitten by her. The wife realized that and ostracized her because she had power. She ostracized her away, but that king still wanted to be with her. My question to Victor: why do it seems that we are attracted to those quote unquote hoochie mama women? Attractive. I didn't say we marry them, but why is it that it seems that we would deal with a hoochie mama on the side or however versus that pure and wholesome woman?
Experience. Experience. I mean, and I know you felt this, and women, you probably haven't, but when you in tune with somebody sexually, I'm talking about y'all in tune with everything. Like, but what happens is it's really not an in tune. It's just the man got a routine and the woman just goes along with it. But what I'm saying is when two people are in tune, it usually comes with experience. So a woman can do something. I don't know nothing about no other man, but I'm just talking. I only know me. There's some things that a woman has done right when I have climax that I was like, you know what? I fucking love you. And then after the thing, I'm like, get the fuck off me. Because it's like, it's that fast. Understand when we're talking about sex, that experience outweighs that wholesomeness over here just for that moment. And after it's done, I want to go back to the wholesome woman.
Right. Veronica, I'm gonna be as clean as I can. I've seen women that have had sex with their man, but they got that guy on the side that F them. I mean, they talk it, they stroke it, they pull the hair, they flip them up and down, they walk up and down the stairs with them. I'm just saying that they don't get at home. Some women are open to that too. Is that the same thing that what we're saying?
I couldn't answer that.
So this is the thing. Women, that's why, and you have to be open to this. A man will come home and do all this stuff for you and won't. And I know I've been cussing all night, but I'm gonna say this as tastefully as I can.
Please.
I want you to be this good, wholesome woman, but I want to slut your ass out in these four walls.
And we can't do that with our wives sometimes. We cannot make that like Trina. Is it Trina or the other girl that said men want to freak in the bed? No, that's Adina Howard. Howard said that. We want to freak in that mofo bed. And sometimes our wives, we can't do some of the stuff we do to that woman that really is into it like that. Because our wives will look at us like, what is wrong with him?
So why not just get that freak?
Because we don't, because that freak only fulfills one thing for us.
So you rather have the good one at home and the freak on the side?
No, I want to turn the good one into a freak.
That ain't what Fateen's saying.
No, right. What Victor's saying is that you want to have the wholesome woman at home and turn her into a freak. What you asked, well, why not just deal with the freak? And I answered, because the freak doesn't bring anything to the table. What Victor's saying, I have that wholesome woman at home, but I want her to be that freak in the bed. Two different things. I want to slut her ass up. Yeah, there's two different things. That means she brings more balance to the relationship.
Thank you, Raven.
What's Raven saying? Tell your wife what you want and y'all can compromise.
Oh,
sometimes a wife, no, sometimes you don't want, some things you just don't. Okay.
So you'd rather go out there and cheat?
It's not that you rather go. Why do y'all?
Okay, you don't rather. Maybe that's the wrong word. Okay. You sneak out and get the free.
No, we don't want to go to, why you keep thinking?
Victor, I'm not talking to you. You don't cheat. I'm talking to the cheater.
I'm single. What the hell? Are you trying to cheat? I'm single. Shit.
I'm gonna say this. If we having sex, and I do something different, don't say nothing. Just go with it. We can talk about it later, but just go with it.
Well, what if she ain't into anal sex or something like that? Well, she just supposed to go with that?
Just go. If we in a committed relationship, just go with it.
All right.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah, I see that, Brittany. They don't know.
Brittany, I'm gonna answer that. No, we know what we want. The problem is when we tell you what we want, y'all are not ready to oblige what we want.
Said that at the beginning of the show.
Some may will, but a lot of will.
We said that last week, and you saw Rashida tag me in the comment section. Women make shit weird. Like, we tell y'all, this is what I want. Mm-hmm. Y'all turn on the water factory, or you turn it into, you think that we insulting y'all. But you don't listen. Y'all don't. Y'all hear certain words. Like, we were sitting here talking. You heard sex, and all of a sudden so now you want to cheat. It's like you didn't hear shit I said. You heard one word and keyed in on that. Y'all don't listen to us.
Because
y'all just hear like Charlie Brown. Want. Sex, want. Bill, want.
That's not true. We listen.
No, you don't.
But I'm telling you, sometimes it's really hard for me on this show. I'm telling you, because I be trying to look at the comments that's coming through, and then I'm trying to listen at you all talk, and then I get sidetracked, and then I just hear the word sex
See?
Womp, 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 womp.
or
Womp,
cheating.
womp,
Womp, womp, womp.
And then it's
Natasha,
all
I
about
saw
the
that, but you have a man. I'm not. I mean, again, that's the after hours conversation about. You said exit only, so I'll leave it there.
Who said it? Oh,
Natasha.
all right. Well, what, John? Ain't no compromise. Are he answering someone? Either you know how to slop, you know what?
Some meat or you don't, and he's right. He
I didn't even see that.
But he's right. He is right. Either you know how. See, the problem is this, Victor. Let me ask you this: if a woman knows what to do, a man ain't gotta ask for her to do something because she gonna do the damn thing because she know what she's doing.
I just said.
She
I
know
told
what
you
the
that
hell
in the
she
beginning
doing.
of the show. In the beginning of the show, we've been saying this shit. Y'all don't listen.
She can bring you that noise in the bedroom. She gonna bring it. She ain't gonna, oh dear, what you want me to do? She ain't gonna come in there and take care of business.
That's the thing. Y'all make shit weird. Like, I tell you this. I had, and not to talk about no past sexual experience, but I had a chick long time ago. She put the pigtails in her hair and wore the little school shit. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I don't, like, that was a complete turn. I was in my 20s. I was in my 20s. But she was Asian, and that's what they did. That was their, I'm like, yo, I'm a grown-ass man.
They role play, yeah. They role play, yeah.
The role play shit is cool, but that ain't a fantasy of mine. I don't want you to dress up as no little fucking girl. I don't get off on shit like that. If you want to get me hot and bothered, come in with the light bill and that shit say paid on it. You know what I'm saying? Come in with a fresh pair of sneakers and hand it to me. Come in with a damn shirt or something that ain't $3.99. Buy me a pack of underwear that ain't a pack of underwear. Y'all don't understand that. Buy me some underwear that makes sense. Don't buy me no Hanes or no Fruit of Balloons or no shit like that. Buy me some real underwear.
Oh, you too good for that Hanes and Fruit of Balloons?
Those ain't real draws. Them ain't real underwear.
They hold you up, don't they?
You don't know that.
Oh, I know.
I knew that was coming. Oh, she right on.
Oh, anything.
But what I'm telling you is, what I'm saying is,
I knew that.
A man, I bet you this, and I seen this. A man will go out there and buy a woman a vehicle, and a woman could go out and buy a man a vehicle, and she gonna buy the base model where he's gonna try to get her all the options that he can with the amount of money that he can spend, and she gonna go out there and buy him a car just so the base model so she can save some money to go do some other shit for herself. But y'all say we selfish.
We gonna be rolling down our windows. Hold on, let me roll down this motherfucking window.
But I'm serious.
Isn't that the smart thing to do, though?
Wow.
Oh.
But see, when it comes to y'all buying us something, you take the cheap way out. You'll go to Walmart and buy me a pack of underwear when you can go up the street and buy me some real underwear or a real t-shirt.
What is real underwear?
Well, if you don't know, you'll never know. But you can't find real underwear or not sold at a department store.
Yeah,
Except if you go to Macy's or some shit like that. But I'm saying, real underwear. Real underwear.
Why? They're going to come off anyway.
Ooh, that's what Victor said. You got him on his that one. Why put on that Victoria's Secret? It's gonna come off anyway. But I do know what he means, you know.
Real underwear. Y'all don't willing to spend. I'm talking about, I got a pair of, somebody bought me a pair of socks. Them socks was $30 a piece. Those are my favorite socks. They are 100% Some kind of damn cotton or some shit,
Cotton
or
and gold
wool,
toe or
they
whatever.
infused with
Was you with
something.
them?
Huh?
Was you with them
Why?
when they?
No,
I'm
I
trying to
wasn't
figure
with
out
them
who
when they
buying you
bought it.
$30 socks and they ain't with you.
No. I wasn't with them when they bought it, but they bought me a pair of socks, and I was like, when they gave them to me, I was like, I appreciate it. And I didn't wear them for a long time. And then I finally put them on when I was going to work. And I was like, and I said, well, damn, these socks is cool. I went to go buy the same pair of socks, and I was like, oh my God, I did not realize these socks was that expensive.
You slept with them?
I guess the camera will be going off in a minute.
I slept with them after I found out how many.
You lied. You lied. Because I ain't caring about no. I'm not caring about nobody a pair of $30 socks and they ain't giving up the bras, as y'all say.
But you want me to buy you a $50 bra?
Not just anybody. I don't want anybody to buy me a $50. If my man, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we talking about.
I know. I just asked you, did you sleep with this person that bought you a $30 pair of socks? You said after the fact. So she just been weird to buy you a $30 pair of socks. It ain't adding up. Closing thoughts. 15.
What are we talking about? We talked about everything tonight. I don't even know.
They call what? Bam? Is it bamboo? No.
Right, Raven.
They call something.
So you gave up the meat for $30 stock?
You damn right. Hell, I'd have gave it up for a little less than that. But them $30 socks feel good.
Wait, who is John talking? Is John? Wait, who John talking to? Is he?
Oh yeah, he's talking. Wait a minute, he's talking to
Raven. He's talking.
Oh, he's talking to Raven.
Yeah, Raven says, "Ask and you shall receive. Communicate what you want." John comes back and say, "Well, you wait on it and let me know how it worked." This is what men be saying. Men telling you, and you still trying to be right instead of talking the info in. And that's all I see right there. What you got up there? So,
I'm sorry. Those socks are called bombers.
I'm sorry, Tim.
Bombers. BOMBAS.
Got it.
Oh, that's the name of the socks.
Yes.
Tim, I'm gonna have these a good maybe 2-3 weeks.
So you need to keep it through Christmas. That's about right. Oh yeah, well I ain't gonna get in your business, but you're on point with that. Trust me. Final thoughts is I think that the expectation question is a good question, and it broadens out. So it's hard when you ask about expectations, not just a simple answer. I just think that we all bring expectations to the table when we pick or want a partner, and those expectations are built on what we've seen with our parents or whatever I said earlier in the show. It's easy to say loyal, honesty. Those are the very basic, minute thing. I mean, not minute, but they're very basic of answering. But as you start to get more into the relationship, your compatibility is also brought into this conversation. But your expectations is there, and I think a lot of times we don't say all of our expectations because we sometimes are scared that we want to be with this person or give it some time, but sometimes our expectations may scare them away, or we think that they may scare them away. But as we always say, be transparent as much as possible. Some of y'all say tell the white lies. I try to be on the truthful side, or just try not to volunteer everything, but I don't know what to say. Communication. I mean, we've been down this road before. Communication is the key. That's the best thing I can say. Good topic, good conversation tonight, Vic.
My expectations are for you to change, but not change it to the person who you said you are not. I've been conversating with, people, and the most conceited thing I've ever asked a woman is to describe herself. And she does, and that's not who she is. And I keep, expressing to people, I don't understand how you can describe yourself, because what you see may not be what other people see. That's why I try to stay away from things like that. But I do ask women to describe themselves. Like, oh, I'm fun, I'm caring, I'm this and I'm that. And then if I hit you with why you single, then you can't answer that question. Or you felt like you was unappreciated. But anyway, I feel like my expectations are for you to change. I expect you to change from when we first met, but still be that same person that I met and was initially attracted to. Those are my expectations.
Well, I don't know. My expectations pretty much like what Patricia said at the beginning: loyalty, honest, respect me. Communication is definitely key. You definitely have to know how to communicate to keep a relationship going, to keep a marriage going. You have to communicate. Once you lose that communication, the communication isn't there, it's hard to stay in any kind of whether it's marriage or boyfriend, girlfriend. It's hard because you must have communication. So those are my expectations. I'm sorry, I was reading the comments. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, keep going. I was just saying, I just looked up them socks, man.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
What you see about them, bro?
Yeah, I like them. They look good. They're good for, look like when I wear my Timbs, they were good for.
They comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And they go from,
they better be.
Huh?
$30.
That wasn't even the expensive ones.
$30.
There's a website for them. It's a website. BOMBAS.
For one pair of socks, $30.
They got $20. They got $30. They can sell them in group. I just went on the website.
Well,
best pair of socks I own, man. I got like 3 pair, bro.
Thank y'all so much for watching the tea tonight. We are getting ready to get out of here. We appreciate all of you for watching. Thank y'all so much for y'all comments. We appreciate y'all each and every week. Of course, we're gonna go back through the comments, and hopefully, if we need to, we'll answer or whatever we need to do. Hey, Miss Rainey, have a good night. Thank you. Natasha want to know where she get the socks from so she can get bent over.
Is that what she said?
Oh, no. Put that girl in trouble. Why she said so she could get bent over?
Well, I'm saying it for her. Right, Tasha? But Jason says he's fine with his roses socks. Right, Jason.
Shit.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank y'all so much for watching each and every week.
So she could get bent over.
See?
You said it. We didn't say nothing like that.
I was
You
saying
said she want to go in and get them socks for her so she could get bent over. See what Veronica and see what she thinking? It shit slipped out. Pastor,
man.
Pastor, you better put hands on her.
Listen.
Wait a minute. Put hands on her, Pastor.
You know what, Veronica? I'm gonna tell you something. When you try to be funny, you not. But I'm gonna tell you something.
That shit was good.
I needed that, man.
That was good. That's the way to end the show. She said Tasha wanted to know where to get this time so she could get bent over. Oh, that shit was good.
I would tell you
You
this,
dropped the
Veronica.
mic on that one.
Your delivery, your execution, the setup, the premise, everything was perfect.
Yeah, even Natasha laughing.
And,
So she
and
can
what
get
I'm
bent
telling you
over.
is, and what I'm telling you is that there is like men like shit like that. Like
Yeah,
that was just great.
that was
But,
great.
but don't keep doing it because you'll make it weird.
Oh, Lord.
Like I said, you wasn't trying, but it kind of like you was, but you wasn't.
Yeah,
A little small. That's cool.
that was good. That
But
was
you're not a
good. Yeah, that was good.
This is me all the time.
Yeah,
see,
okay.
here we go. Here we
Yeah,
go.
there
Making
you
it
go.
weird.
Here we go.
Oh, good night, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Thank y'all for watching Tangy Tea of Life each and every week. I pray that you all have a great week. Well, thank you, Thomas. And Tim, talk about my hairstyle. You hope I don't have it next week. What? I thought I wasn't mean or anything tonight. I was like,
You keep that hairstyle, girl.
I'm
Are we on next Tuesday or what?
We'll talk.
Okay, cool.
We'll talk off camera. God willing, we'll check y'all out next week. Hopefully, y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe. Love one another. Enjoy this thing called life to the fullest. Laugh, smile as often as possible. Have a good night, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. We love y'all.
Buenas noches.